Alright, welcome back to my MacBook guide. This is video number 2, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to navigate and use Finder. Finder is the application that's built into your computer and is basically how you navigate all of your files and basically just your files and anything like that. So let's get right into it. Go to the computer and I'm going to show you some of the most essential things that you're going to need to know. Alright, so I'm on my computer here, and the first scenario that I want to present to you is you've downloaded a file from the internet and we want to find where that file is. So here I've got a picture of my cute little dog on Google Photos, which is uploaded to the internet. But let's say I want to download it to my computer so I can send it to a friend or my mom because she loves our dog. So if I go over here, right, and I hit download, it's going to download it onto my computer. And we give that a second. Oh, and it actually pulls it up for us here. But if I wanted to go into Finder to find it, I can close Safari here. And here's my downloads folder. It's right here, so if I hit downloads right here, then I can go here and I can find it, and there's my picture of Buster. And we got it, and if I want it on my desktop, I could click on it and drag it. Whoop. Click on it, drag it out of there, drop it on my desktop. Then I got it right here, and I can double click it and open it up. Okay, the next scenario I want to present to you is locating a file on your computer. Now, this might seem kind of easy because maybe you know where all those files are, but sometimes something might happen or something goes missing and you don't know where to find it. So it could be a file on your desktop or just in any other folder in Finder. So the way that I like to do this is I've just had that document pulled up that I actually made for this video. And I know that I can find it by opening Word and just going in there, but sometimes you might have a file like a little picture or screenshot that you want to find. So the way that I like to do that is opening up Finder. And I know that that document's not in my downloads because I didn't download it from the internet. It's just a Word document that I had on my computer already. And I know it's not on my desktop because if I look right over here, I know that it's not any of those. So what I could do, and my favorite thing to do, is to search for it. So I called that video Tech Vid 2, and if I hit enter, and I don't want to do desktop, if I hit this Mac, it searches my entire Mac computer, and if you see right down here, it has that document and it found it. So if I double click it, then I can open it up, and now I have that document. This is really nice because sometimes you don't know where something went, but you can use this little search function and just try and find any documents. Okay, so this next feature is something that I've seen people struggle with before, and something that I think is really good for you to know how to do. And it has to do with these little folders over here. Not all of them are there. The way that we can change which ones are there, so see how it says downloads here? If I wanted, I could just remove that from being there. So if I go up to Finder and hit Settings, and then make sure you have the sidebar up here selected. And now here you have this drop down for all of the different folders that you can display in Finder. So if I wanted documents to show up, I could do that. If I wanted, I don't really want anything else. But then if I wanted to like remove my downloads, I could deselect it there and then go back. And now if we look over here, I have this documents folder, and if you see, my downloads are not here anymore. Now I actually don't want to do that, so I'm going to go back in and I'm going to put the downloads back. And I'm actually going to leave documents there because I actually kind of like that one. But I've seen it sometimes where people might get like a software update or something, and then they go into Finder and maybe it like reset some things, and then when they go in here, they're like, oh, where did my downloads folder go? And it's right there, but they don't know how to edit it and put them back on there. So that's a good thing to make sure you know how to do. Alright, so that is my third and final tip. What we're going to do now is we're going to have a little quiz session where we're just going to go back over the things we just learned, practice using them, and make sure that you're able to use those. And then I'll give you a little time to do each question, and then I will show you the right answer. So let's go into that. Okay, so this first question is, how do I find a file on my computer after I download it? So this first question is, how do I find a file on my computer after I download it from the internet? So I'll give you 10 seconds to try and solve this, then we'll go over it. Alright, so the way that we do this is we want to open Finder, make sure that we're in the Downloads folder, like this, and our picture should be in here somewhere, and I think there's that one of Buster, my dog, that I pulled up earlier. Perfect. So let's move on to the next question. So this next question is, where did my desktop files go? So these things like this. So maybe you had them up here and you don't know where they are, or maybe it was a document like what we talked about earlier. So I'm going to give you about 10 seconds to try and find a file on your computer maybe. Take this little quiz with us here and find a file by using Finder. Alright, so the way that we're going to do this, again, open Finder, and I want to find that file that I am using to make this video, actually. So I'm going to search TechVid2, and that's just the name of the file, so you've got to make sure that you know the name of what you're looking for. But if I search TechVid2, and then make sure that it's on this Mac, then it's going to search the entire computer, and it's actually going to bring up that video, and now I have my document right there. And if I was looking for any other file, like I think I have some form from a class I took up here, I could find that by searching it too. Alright, let's move on to the next question. Alright, so this next question is, how do I edit the sidebar in Finder? And that's going to be like when you open Finder and it says downloads, documents, all that stuff. How am I going to select and deselect the things that I want in my sidebar? So I'll give you 10 seconds again, and then we're going to go over it. Alright, so the way that we're going to do this is open Finder again, then we go Finder, up here in the menu bar, go to Settings, and then again up here we want to make sure it's on Sidebar, and then right here we can select and deselect the things that we want. Alright, that's going to wrap it up for the tips for this video. Thank you for watching. Another thing, again, is just to keep practicing these things. Just keep using your computer more. The more and more you use it and keep these things in mind, the better you're going to get at using it, and the better you're going to just be at finding files on your computer. Finder is a very important thing to use on your Mac. It's sort of like the central hub of all of your files. So knowing how to navigate that is really, really important. And it's definitely a good thing to know. So thank you for watching. Good luck.